This is Xpress Radio.
Yo, DJ, pump this party!
New term. Why not try something new? Start your journey with Cardiff Societies with Xpress Radio and CUTV.
Society Insights.
Society Insights.
Freshers 2020 with Xpress Radio.
Society Insights. Hello and welcome back to Society Insights with me, Angus Mitchell, on behalf of Xpress Radio and CUTV, your virtual Freshers Fair. And today I'm joined by Jasmine, Ellie and Josh on behalf of Quench. How are you guys? You alright?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, all good, thanks.
I'm good as well, thanks. And if we maybe go around, because this is the first for Society Insights, we've got more than one person, which is so great. So the more the merrier. Do you want to go around and say your roles on behalf of Quench? Jasmine, if you want to start.
Yeah, sure. My name is Jasmine Snow. I'm editor-in-chief of Quench.
I'm Ellie Sava and I'm deputy editor at Quench.
Yeah, I'm Josh. I'm second deputy editor.
There we go. So obviously editor is a bit of a clue of what Quench is all about, but Jasmine, do you want to explain, if a fresher comes, what is Quench?
I think Quench has been described as Cardiff Student Media's little sister. So we are an arts and culture magazine. So we have lots of different sections, I think about 12, from features, film and TV, music. We have a new section, literature and Spotlight. Spotlight is on sex and relationships. And we're basically just a magazine. We publish lots of articles that appeal to students.
Okay, Ellie, anything you want to add to that, or?
No, just our main activity is producing articles, obviously. But then this year we've also put a lot more focus on the design side of things. So we've had a new design team, and we're producing daily artwork and illustrations to go with the content we're producing as well.
Yeah, so you'd say it's not necessarily just about the written work, but also about the whole package.
Yeah, all about the whole kind of visual. Yeah.
Yeah, do you think that maybe draws attention from a more bigger plethora of people? Because maybe someone that's not necessarily as capable with their English is someone really good on computer design and they could join as well?
Yeah, definitely.
For sure, yeah. I think people always kind of see the magazine and they think, oh, I'm not very good at writing, I won't go near it. But actually we look for lots of different people. So, for example, we have a download section which is about gaming and technology, and we would really love people who know their stuff to come and write for us. It doesn't really matter about your writing skill. Quench is all about kind of developing your skills and just gaining some experience. So we also have a social media team, so anyone who's interested in computers or marketing, and we have obviously a whole bunch of people who design our pages, so InDesign and illustration. So we need all kinds of people. So really whatever you're interested in, just kind of have a look, and I'm sure there's something for you.
Yeah, no, I never really thought about it that way, and it's so obvious when you say it that there are so many cogs in the machine that is a magazine. If I wanted to get involved, is there a particular route to go down? Is there Facebook? Is there Instagram? Does anyone want to explain how to get involved? What's the easiest route?
The easiest route is through our Facebook contributors group, which you can join. And through that, we offer opportunities for articles. So it's kind of on a first come, first served basis. So our section editors will put up articles, and then if that's something you're interested in writing about, then you can comment on it and claim the piece. So it's also flexible about how much work you've got on. You can do as much or as little as you want. So it's very easy to get involved through that.
Is that just a case of requesting and then an admin will accept you in?
Yeah.
Easy, simple as that. And you said, Ellie, that it is quite flexible as a society. Excuse me. What about turnaround? Because obviously when you think about journalism and editing, and you always hear about timescale and we've got to get it out by a particular time. Is there what kind of timeline are you guys on? So
compared to the newspaper, our timeline is quite a bit our deadlines are a bit longer. We have more time. So with the Gary, the newspaper, they are looking if you claim an article, you should get about a week or less to write it. Whereas for Quench, you can usually get more than that, a couple of weeks. So you can spend your time writing and researching and writing your piece.
And as a media form, Josh, if I go to you, is it just a physical thing? Or I know you're talking about web design. Is that the same, or is it the same pieces in the physical form? Because I've seen Quench all over the place, but is it the same content that's in the physical form that is in the website as well?
So the online and the kind of the print format, we don't tend to kind of have both articles in the same ones. They are kind of distinctly different entities. They've got the same kind of theme. They're still innately Quench, but they we tried to keep the articles different in there. So you go online, you'll see something. It's rare that you will see it's almost very unlikely that you'll see the same article in the kind of print issue itself.
So you're talking about themes with like every week. Is there, without any spoilers, is there like a particular theme you're looking forward to, or maybe things that you did last year that stand out for you, Jasmine?
For sure. So we just did a black and minority ethnic issue, which was really great to work on. We got to talk about some issues that like meant a lot to us. And our next coming issue is about relationships. So I'm finding this really interesting to see what all the different sections are coming up with. So for example, like food. They're talking about the different relationships between different types of food, and our sex and relationships section is talking about obviously like different kinds of relationships, like abusive relationships or kind of sexual relationships, same-sex relationships, and yeah, like Josh said, we wanted to cover big issues this year. So I think we were toying with the idea of like an environmental issue, an LGBTQ issue. So they're not set in concrete, but like they're in the works.
Well, that sounds really exciting. I love how relationships, because when you said relationships, the first thing that sprung to mind was my relationship with food. And then that was the first thing you said. So that's like, yeah, I like your thinking. Or are there costs? Because obviously freshers might not know, with societies, usually there is a little bit of cost that is involved.
Generally, not really. There's no kind of sign-up fee or anything. You can just kind of join our Facebook group and just get writing straight away. There's no need to pay us any money or anything. We're nice like that.
And obviously we haven't spoken about it yet, but the elephant in the room, coronavirus. Hopefully, obviously everything, you do have that online platform, but does that affect you guys? Because I know that you are part of the office. Do you want to talk about maybe what you're putting in place or what might change because of coronavirus?
Obviously we don't need to use the office as much because we don't print as often. So I think the other Cardiff Student Media heads are kind of like fighting for the office. Yeah, as our printed issues go, at the current moment, we're not printing. I don't know about the foreseeable future. The SU are kind of like, maybe if our budget goes well, etc. But yeah, at the moment, we're not printing. So we've moved online to a platform called Issue, which is the same platform that Get Readers on. And if you just go on our website, there's a bit called Back Issues where you can access the magazine and it'll be on there online. And obviously we'll market it like normal.
So lots in the works, and it's actually, as a society, not too bad. So obviously the social aspect is also a huge part, not just the content of the society. Do you want to speak a bit about your socials? Maybe what you did last year, or maybe what you plan to do this year with, again, coronavirus getting in the way?
So last year we'd have like pub socials, and we have things like the Christmas dinner, and we've also got the Student Media Awards at the end of the year, which is where there's awards for things like Best Critic and Best Section, and that's also with the whole of Cardiff Student Media. This year we were hoping to have a lot more socials this year, but we're probably going to have to move to things like team Zoom quizzes, moving them virtually. So obviously COVID permitting, we'll see how the year goes and what we're able to do. 3
reasons. Why should I, Angus Mitchell, pretend I'm a fresher, why should I join Quench?
Quench gives you a platform to talk about basically anything you're interested in. It's a lot more easy to get involved than people realise, and we're really open to any suggestions. So if you have a certain article idea or something you wanted to talk about, if you get in touch with our Facebook group and talk to the relevant section editor, it's a lot easier to put anything that you want to write about out there. It's given me such a good opportunity to develop my skills and meet amazing people. So I'd really recommend getting involved with Quench.
I'd probably give the second reason, it's a really good way to gain experience. So for example, like I've always been interested in a career in publishing. And when I joined Quench, like in year 1 as a contributor, I never really expected to be where I am today. And I feel like really proud of myself and really proud of everyone I work with. Like every time we like publish in like an issue or something, like seeing it all come together is really rewarding. And I just never expected to love it as much as I did. So it's definitely a good experience and just like something for yourself as well.
Even if you don't think you're going to go into journalism, and even if you don't know if you love writing, or if you don't know that this is the path you want to pursue, regardless of subject or, you know, what you like, you can just get stuck straight in.
and it's free. Why not? You guys are I think you're one of the only societies so far that have been able to use that as a point. So hell yeah, it should be one of your top 3. Well, thanks so much, Jazz, Ellie, and Josh for joining us, Society Insights. Quench.